Hey, and welcome to another episode of You Love Comic Books. This is episode 35 of a YouTube show. I guess it's a YouTube show. It's not on anything else. Where I showcase my comic book hauls, comic book speculations. I do some mini reviews of stuff from my weekly pull list. And I'll showcase stuff from my collection. If you find yourself watching this video, it's because you like all the things I just mentioned, which is comic book hauls, speculation, reviews, etc. So why not give this video a like? You know, after you're done watching, of course. If you have any questions in regard to what you see in the video, leave a comment. If you, like the episode, check out my other episodes. I have 34 other episodes. And you know what? Why not subscribe to the You Love Comic Books? Become part of the You Love Comic Books conversation. All right, so, I think this haul, this is probably I'm doing a video pretty quickly after my last one. I think I did one on, I'm trying to think, Thursday or Tuesday? I don't know. I dropped it last week, and I try to do these once a week or once every 2 weeks, depending on what I pick up. And I feel like I got some really good stuff here, and that's why I'm like, I gotta do a haul, They don't always have to be a gigantic stack. I do have a decent, healthy size stack here, but, again, sometimes it's quality over quantity. Before I get into the haul, though, I have an Instagram. You Love Comic Books. If you're on Instagram, you like comic books, become a follower. I post, images of comics that you'll see in this video and stuff from my collection. And I also have a link to my eBay store on each episode of my of You Love Comic Books. And the caption is a link. And on there, I sell toys and, trades and comics and everything. So check it out. All right, let's get into the haul. I'll start first with a quick review. Mandalorian #1. Happy to get this. This is an amazing cover. I think there's a ton of other covers out there of this book. But this is one, I love when the actual cover, the main cover, is really good. And looking at those other covers, they're nice. But this, the A cover we call it, is possibly I don't know, I think it's really good. Now, my downside with this book is it's really just an adaptation of the first episode. This series, I guess, I don't know how they're going to do it. I guarantee you there'll be another Mandalorian #1. This will not be the first Mandalorian #1. This will be, I'm assuming, an 8-issue series, just like Mandalorian Season 1 was at 8 episodes, because this is literally just the first episode. So spoilers, anyone who watched The Mandalorian, there's nothing to really spoil about this book if you saw the show. Still happy to have this. I still feel like, as a Star Wars fan and as a Star Wars comic collector, it'd be stupid not to get this in the collection. It's the first Din, is that how you say his name? Mando, as his friends call him, and Baby Yoda, or spoilers from Mandalorian Season 2 from a couple of years ago. Baby Yoda, that's not his name. It's Grogu. It's his first appearances in this book as well. So, I don't know. Happy to have it. Again, it's a sick cover. So, Fantastic Four 45, or Legacy 690. There's an issue 700 coming up. This is, I think, this is the last part of the Reckoning War. It was good. I don't really have much to say about it. I felt like I missed a issue or this was mostly a self-contained story within Fantastic Four, meaning all the parts are in Fantastic Four. I know they released a couple of one-shots related to this, and I feel like I might have missed one that was kind of important to the last issue, or I just totally forgot everything in 44. I don't know. Storyline was fine. It was a fun Fantastic Four story, so I don't know. I think I'll probably just stick around to just 700, and I might part ways with the Fantastic Four for a while. We'll see. See if they grab me. There's a storyline with Reed's sister. They kind of introduced that a couple months ago, or dropped hints of it. So we'll see how that goes. All right. So in this store I go to, where I get my weekly pull list from, they have a dollar box that they're always putting stuff in. So I always make sure to look at it. And so here we go. Spider Island 1, Spider Island from Secret Wars. This is the Hastings edition. I think Hastings is a store that closed down. They used to get a lot of exclusives. So kind of cool to get this for $1. I think it's like, I mean, it's not like super valuable. I think it's like a $10 book, if at best. But any Spider-Man variant covers are always good to have. This one's fun. Punisher Kill Crew. This was $1, #1. And these books that I'm going to show you, they're all in like near mint condition. They're not like, they're just put in this dollar bin. And I was surprised this one was in good condition because this one was not bagged or boarded. It's Punisher Kill Crew #1. Again, I don't think this book was like $4 or $5 at best. It's just one of these crazy Punisher comics that they did over the years, where it's like they didn't know what to do with him really. It's like, you know, he's kind of, I mean, as much as people love the Punisher, and some for the wrong reason, he's kind of a one-note character, so he's kind of tough to carry as a series for a very long period of time. You gotta get the right writer on it. But this is like a fun one, or it's, you know, dealing with like demons and stuff, and it's just cool to have. And anytime, if I see a Punisher #1, especially at $1, I'm gonna grab it. X of Swords Destruction. This is the Peach Momoko variant. It was $1. Honestly, just grabbed it for the variant. I think it's a cool cover. So, and it was $1. Annihilation Scourge #1, the variant edition. This is the Ariel Olivetti. Probably saying his name wrong. Great. Oh my God, I can't believe I just forgot this guy's name. Annihilus. Annihilus. Cover. There's rumors that he's going to be coming to the MCU. Not to say that this book's going to go up a ton or anything. I don't expect it to. But cool cover, again, just for $1. Not bad. But we'll see about that Annihilus. So might have to try to find a, was it Fantastic Four Annual 6, I think. That's going to be an expensive one. All right, so I went to an antique store today. I'm going to show this first. This was pretty awesome. They have like glass cases. You always have to ask the person at the antique store to open it. It's always awkward. This was $2. Freaked #1. Motion picture tie-in. I don't know if you remember this movie, and it's a newsstand. Ooh, whoa. This book is rare. Let me tell you, I've never seen this before. I love this movie. I loved this movie back in the day. I just showed my son this recently. You could find this movie. It's nowhere. I don't even think it's on Blu-ray. You can watch it on like YouTube maybe, even though I don't know if it's legit, but I mean, if you want to see this movie, how else are you going to see it? I think, yeah, if you want to get like a DVD or Blu-rays, you know, it's like aftermarket, it goes for a ton of money. Alex Winter is from Bill and Ted, and it's just a crazy movie from the early 90s. The comic itself, the back is literally just this again with nothing on it, so that's kind of cool. The comic itself is terrible. I don't really think that people, I was like going through it, and I remember the movie like by heart, which is weird, but I don't think the people who made this comic saw the movie. There's so many things missing, and things are not designed right, and characters are different. But you know what? I'm happy to have this. The fact that I got this for $2. I tried finding any information on this. There was no sales on eBay. One dude, someone on Macari, is trying to sell this for $130, which, hey, that's great. If someone's gonna pay for that. Happy to have this for $2. And I don't really showcase these. I'm more of a comic collector. I know I show the figures on the side always. You'll notice in the video I have like lots of toys. I always like to just kind of stage, nice, instead of this blank yellowish wall in the background. I just feel like this is more fun. But in a different booth, they had these were only 10, and they normally go for like 12 to 18 normally, usually 18. That's the average for these. So Andre the Giant, that's awesome. I guess this was like his weird cowboy character in the early 80s before. And then your more classic, I had to get both, especially since they were only $10. And I just love it. The packaging's sick, you know. These Super 7 reaction figures, sometimes they're just awesome. What's cool about these too is the holes were never punched. Ooh. That's pretty cool, right guys? Is that cool? Sure it is. Alright, well, let's go to the rest of the haul. Let's move these out of the way. Give me one sec. Alright, here we go. This was in their, this was a different store. I went here. And I'll tell you the total in the end, like what the prices were. And then I'll tell you the total. So, Fool Killer #1, Max. This was $1. This is in a dollar bin. Happy to get it. It's, we'll see if anything comes of this character. Last year I picked up the first appearance of Fool Killer, which was like in Man-Thing #3 from the early 70s. Blade #1, the Max series. This one's in pretty decent condition. This one was for $4. Blade's been picking up. I don't know if it has really any value, this one. It seems like some of the, obviously his early appearances, you know, in Dracula. And for some reason, that 90s series, that issue #1 with the really hideous pose, that one goes for a ton of money, which is crazy. This was $3. Hercules #2. Last week I showcased that I got Hercules 1 through 4, the second miniseries, and for the first miniseries, I got issue 1 and 4. They had an issue 3, but it was kind of beat up, and I was like, I'll find it somewhere else. I'm not gonna get it. But this one was in decent condition. I love that it's kind of like the classic X-Men Days of Future Past cover. And then in the same store, I got 2 more of these. And these are in really nice condition. These are not newsstands, but that's fine. This is, in this period of time, newsstands aren't that big of a deal. I mean, this is like 81 or 82. These were $4 each, and much better condition than the ones I got last week. So happy to get those. Sleepwalker. Okay, here we go. This is a good one. This was $3. Sleepwalker #33. Now, what's the key significance of this issue? It's the last issue of this series. And I've seen like it could go for like $10 or $80. I mean, I'm happy to have it. It's the last issue. Last issues of series like this, no one was reading them at this point. The who knows what the print numbers were. You know, it's like Darkhawk's another one. Like that one goes for crazy. And so happy to have this. This one's a fun one. This one was $6. Captain Planet #1. Again, like Freaked, I just showed you before, or any of these type of series. Last week I showed you like Dynatron City #1. Any of these kind of like licensed property books, if I could get them for like a good price, I'm gonna pick them up. Now some of these go for a lot of money. Now this, I think on average goes for like 10, 15, maybe even more. The only flaw in this book, I mean, it's not perfect condition. You know, it's got like a little spine tick here. It has one little tear going down on the cover, and I noticed that. Thought I spotted that before I bought it, but you know what? I'm happy to get it either way. Okay, here we go. These are the big books for the, you know, this episode of You Love Comic Books. Strange Tales 146. They had this for $20. This is like a nice mid-grade copy, you know, from a book from 1966, I think. There's a couple of key significance. I can't even speak. A couple of key significance of this comic. Besides being the first cover appearance of Eternity, which, you know, again, I mentioned it last week, but you know what? The movie's been out 2 weeks, so I think if you actually want to see it, you'll see it. I'm sure anyone who's a big fan of Thor movies, MCU, Marvel movies, has already seen it or has already fallen into spoiler territory. If you're a comic collector and you are, you know, really current with what's trending in comic collecting, then you are aware that Eternity is, spoilers, Eternity is in Thor Love and Thunder. So anything with Eternity showing up is, kind of a big deal. So Strange Tales 146, besides being his first cover appearance, it's the first mentioning of Clea's name. I guess, her first appearance is like 20 issues before this or something like that. But yet, I don't know how many times she shows up. I know there's at least 2 or 3 comics that I know of. But it's not until this issue that Doctor Strange finds out that her name is Clea. Also, this is the first appearance of AIM, which advanced something mechanics, intelligence maybe? I don't know. That has to do with MODOK. I don't know if AIM has showed up yet in the MCU in any way. I'm pretty sure there might have been maybe mentionings in Ant-Man. It's possible. I think the rumor is that MODOK will be in the 3rd movie, and I bet you AIM is going to play into it. So that's kind of cool. AIM's one of those, not as big as Hydra, but they're a nuisance, They have those cool, they have cool looking outfits. They wear like the yellow suits with like the flat top on the head and like the beekeeper mask. Kind of cool. So happy to have this. It's kind of cool because this book has, it's not like a hotkey, but it has some like big things in it. This is a good one. Submariner 35. This is the second part of what is considered the prelim Defenders storyline. So issue 34 has Hulk and Silver Surfer in this as well. And I guess they take on the Avengers. And I was looking at it, and like in the end of the book, Hulk does his little thing where he's like, I'm out of here, and they're like, who knows if we'll ever team up again? They're implying something. I don't know how long Marvel Feature takes. Marvel Feature number 1, I think that's the comic. That's the first appearance of the Defenders by name. It's probably pretty short after this. Happy to have this. They had this for $16. This is a pretty decent copy. And the only thing that stinks about this is the little, it's not torn, but, you're missing a chunk there of the color. But the book itself is really nice, and that's really about it. There's some scuffing on top. To get this, though, for $16, and I think in this condition, is actually pretty good. Because even in this condition, I think on average, this book will go for like $30-$40. So happy to have it. Now I have to go try to find 34. I've been wanting to get those for a while. So here we go. This is the big one. This is a what I call a low grade, but kind of a low grade major key. I've been kind of wanting to get this for a while, but I don't collect these that much that I want to drop $200, $150 to get a decent copy. This book can go for more. I don't really buy graded books, so I'm not spending $500-$600 on a CGC slab or something. But so at the same store, I was kind of going through everything, and so they have the rest of the store, and then they have new arrival stuff, and a lot of that stuff's not priced. But I like going there because the guy is pretty fair. This wasn't priced, and he only charged $16. And that's that last issue of Sleepwalker. He only charged $3. It's just, I didn't think it would be that low. It's not it's by far not a perfect condition copy. This was only $10. Conan number 24. Now you're looking at this and you're probably like, holy crap, you got this for $10? Well, let's just look at this book for a second. I'm not going to take it out of the package, but one, it's definitely, even just quickly looking at it, it's not it's probably would be considered VG minus fine at best if you just ignore one major glare. I'm going to show you in a sec. So the top's got I don't even know if that's a rip. I don't know. Some scuffing. It's got some major bends, but here we go. Here's I don't know if you can see this on the cover. You see that? I actually fixed that. In the bag, this part was completely folded down. I guess somehow over the years, this book is over 50 years old. It must have got sliced here, and in the book, it was folded down. It's kind of funny. That's how he looked at it, and he charged me $10. I guess if this was placed back, he probably would have charged, who knows, 50. So if everyone's aware, this is considered the first full appearance of Red Sonja. Definitely first cover appearance. 23 she appears in it. That's considered her first appearance. I don't know how much she's in that book, but this is, so I don't know, it's weird. Like some collectors have like second appearance, first full appearance. You know, it's like the whole debate of Wolverine, Hulk 181 versus 180. Because in 180, he shows up on the last page and he's like, I'm the Wolverine. And people are like, that's not a cameo, that's a first appearance. But I think that's just people who only have 180 and don't have 181. And they want to try to juice their 180 to make it more important. But in reality, 181's the more important book. Because it's an awesome cover with Wolverine attacking the Hulk. And he's in the entire issue. So, whatever. This, I don't know if there's like a debate on this, if this is considered like the second appearance or the first full appearance. I don't have 23. I have to look at it. Happy to get this for just 10. Like I said, this is a low grade book only because of this slice here. The book comic itself, I looked through it, is intact. The back cover is actually really nice. Like I guess I could get this cleaned and pressed, but it would never fix this, so there's no point. Happy to have this in the collection. Happy to get this for just 10. And actually, I got these books for less than that, because, let's see. Let me just grab these real quick. I'm going to wrap this video up in a minute. So, this was 10. And then this one was 16. 20. 6, 3, 4, 4, 3, 4, 1. So that was 72 altogether, right? Yeah, let's see. We got 5, 8, 12. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this on here. 16, 19. I could see 20, 25, 45, 55, 61. Okay, $71. Sure. He only charged me $59 for everything, and that was with the tax in the end. So, even better. I mean, so that, getting that Red Sonja first appearance, or first full appearance, whatever you want to call it, for just, less than 10 is even better, right? So, yeah, this was a pretty awesome haul, I think, you know? I got a lot of big books here, unexpected, you know? That's why it's always cool to just, go comic hunting, find the right stores, and, just go through those back bins. And, I always think, like, sometimes the antique stores can be a waste of time, depending on where you live and the kind of stores. But once in a while, you bump into something, and you find something crazy like this for just $2. So, yeah, I think this was a good one. If you have any questions or anything, leave in the comments section. If you like what you saw, give this video a like. If you like the video itself and want to see more of my videos, check out my previous 34 episodes and smash that subscribe button. Become part of the You Love Comic Books conversation. Click on the links in my caption for my Instagram and eBay. And yeah, you're going to see a previous episode here, previous episode there, and the subscription button right there. All right, have a good one, and later. Bye-bye.